Turnabout, big top, not gonna lie, chat, this is me when my turnabout is big. Woo. Yeah, woo, can't wait to defend this guy for another... can't wait to defend this guy for the Maximilian cringe-inducing guy. Absolutely cringe-inducing, can't wait to defend him for another rousing round of court. Because, ladies and gentlemen, court is in session. So, let us begin. No, I don't want to go from chapter start. Continue. I'm going to make a state here just in case this is not what I want. Save state as 2-2. Okay. There we go. December 29th, 11:54 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Sweetie! You have to believe... Oh, I'm going to turn this down to my volume, make sure of it. Holy cow. Alright, that's a good volume. You have to believe me, I didn't go anywhere near the scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. Lock Maximilian Galactica up. Yeah, after this trial, I may remove the Maximilian Galactica emote from my Discord. I don't know if I want this guy being a part of that when this is all over, depending on how this case goes. You know, exactly. He told me to wait in the room back because he would be right back. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means... It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Well, why would he do that, though? Fabulous! That's fabulously a possibility. Well done, Nick. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? That's what I just said. If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double, Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up, a magician or president. I have no idea. You have no idea how hard it was to make that decision. That's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. Alright, time for the second part of the court proceedings. Turnabout Big Top, baby! Oh. It's me, it's the Turnabout Big Top. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Very well. I will now call my next witness. A pitchful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Mr. Von Skulls, please take the stand. Why did you just call him a pitchful clown? Oh hey, it's this guy, it's him. The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. Wow, what an engaging conversation. Is this Baruka and Saizo, I think his name is referenced? This is a Baruka and Saizo reference. Awesome. Investigate of it! Name and occupation. Will the witness please inform the court why he's speaking in autobiographical gibberish? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke would be best suited for this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh yeah! Maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Okay, how about this? Have you met my protocologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? Oh, lol, I'm laughing right now. I'm lolling in real life. I'm lolling out loud. Your name. Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. You've witnessed this scene at around 10:15 p.m. on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, it is. Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into... Without the humor, please. Judge, your artist, turning universe. Every place is a comedy club. So true. This is the most serious franchise on the face of the earth. Okay. Poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court. Born to Funny World is a turnabout big top west... I'm not even gonna try to make sense of that. What you witnessed. I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. Hold on. Maybe when he's not doing his funny face and he's just doing this frowny face, I should make him sound like he's has the Vietnam stare, like he's seen some stuff. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a very vacant stare and a polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. Even tried to come up with a joke just for today. But the atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone! What do you think of me? How am I doing? Alright, do we like the dual voice thing for Mo, or should I just keep it to my normal Mo voice, which is very annoying? Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness. Huh? We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Okay, that was a funny line. Thus, please stick with the facts of the case. Really? You'll really hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Thank you, I can't wait. Poor Gumshoe. Oh no. Gumshoe's not a straight man, he's as stupid as the rest of them. Oh. Now that's settled, shall we begin again with the testimony? Of course we can! I'll take it for as long as you want. What you witnessed. Oh god. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my old room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching him, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now. Of course, we have to press him. This judge is too eager to sentence people to guilty verdicts. This guy needs to learn some patience. After all we've been through together, you would think that the people Phoenix defends are innocent. Well, Max isn't innocent. He's guilty of a lot of things, but he's not guilty of this. And that's what he is on trial for. Of course you can. There's no ways this account can be criticized. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in this testimony. I'm working on it. I know that. Mr. Wright? Your Honor? I'm afraid that if you push the witness too far, it would be disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling. I understand, Your Honor. If you can cause this clown to stay away from his effects, I'll hold you responsible. Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. This is so sad. Can we get 20 billion likes to save Phoenix Wright from this terrible case? Oh god, what happened to my health? Okay, let's just make sure we're in a good spot here. The night of the murder. Okay, let's press him as we do. You'd say that practice wrapped up around 10 p.m., correct? See? That's the thing. Huh? How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p.m.? Now 8 o'clock? That's something Clown can riff off of. Let's just pretend it was 8 o'clock. Let's not. Let's not make it 8 p.m., alright, Mo? What do you mean, let's not? Don't make a clown out of clowning around. Come on, Nick, just listen to his joke. There are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with a penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. Will the witness just proceed with his factual testimony? You are so boring. You have no idea how I was pooped. But did you poop? That is the question that everyone wants to know. You were pooped that night? Yes, I was very, very tired. Not to mention I had some bad Mexican food. What? The double cheese, double bean enchilada is a dangerous menu item. What happened after that? They say happens. Ah, well, I guess we got the answer to the question I asked. That one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really love toilet humor these days. That joke was so hip, I don't want to ruin it with a reply. I got a good reply, though. The joke was so funny, it just earned... What the f... I hate this game. Why? Why? What did I do to deserve that penalty? How come Francesca Von Karma doesn't get penalties? She makes up BS. Literally every sentence she says is a lie, but she doesn't have a health bar, she doesn't have a meter, it's only Phoenix Wright. She can literally get the witnesses to make up lies, which is illegal. She did something illegal in the last case. She admitted to doing something illegal, but she's still here in this case. She's still here in this case. She doesn't have a health bar. She doesn't have to worry about opening up people's hearts with the magic locks, and if the locks don't work, their health bar decreases. No! She can't just sit there and make up lies. Meanwhile, Phoenix does his job and presses the witness, and then the witness makes a bad joke, and then Phoenix's health bar decreases. Why doesn't Mo have a health bar? Why can't I shoot him in the heart with a pistol and his health bar decreases? Why can't I kill everyone in this case and reduce their health bar to 0? Ay caramba! I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. You just happened to glance out the window? You could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed. Mr. Curls. Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Keep pressing. Exactly. Why did you look out your window that night? I don't know. Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday... Once I tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. Damn, why can't Ace Attorney take influence from my favorite Pokemon RAM hack and let me kill this witness? God. Please. Everyone involved in this case deserves to die. Once I tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? That's not something you just forget to mention. Apparently this case actually becomes bearable in the end. Alright, well, too bad, I'm playing the game. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well, Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony. It should start turning the tables in our favor. I heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me take a look outside. Care to elaborate? What was the sound like? Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say, Mr. Curls, the court reminds you that humor is unnecessary. No, how'd you know I was gonna make a joke? I guess that sounded like I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yup, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit, huh? But then, you went to look out the window and you saw... That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly how far away were they? Let me think about that for a second. If my room were here, and they looked about yay big, I'd say they're about 30 feet from my window. Just 30 feet? That's not far at all. It was snowing that night and it cut down on visibility. I see. Please continue with your testimony regarding the two shadows you saw. It was the ringmaster. He was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away? That's right. I had been thinking about it over and over since that night. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. But now I am 100% certain that it was Max and the ringmaster that I saw that night. Yeah, so Von Karma literally just gets to make up evidence, but Phoenix bears witness to a bad joke and his health bar decreases. The justice system is so rigged. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Uppity symbols? Lawyers nowadays, do you ever have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everybody knows what to do altogether now. Say it with Uncle Mo. Shut up, clown. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza! Enough foolishness, get back on track. Will the witness please testify on what he saw, and only what he saw? Like after watching them and all of a sudden Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. Press. You say you saw the ringmaster get clonked over the head? Yes, I did! It's the climax of my story. He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? No. You did say you saw the entire thing, didn't you? Well, yeah. I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night? I will not permit you to ask my witness in this matter. It's okay, after this case you can finally go on to peak. We'll see. You had better have an explanation for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty. Alright, F this game. We're making states. We're cheating. We're literally cheating. If I have to defend someone who... If I have to defend a 24-year-old who wants to marry a 16-year-old and I get penalized for listening to jokes, I'm save stating. I'm sorry, chat. It's the way it has to be. In the end, it has to be this way. As Senator Armstrong once said, do you believe on a clear basis? Yeah, of course. Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness just did not see the crime? Of course I do. If I get penalized for this, it's the game's fault. I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you're telling us that great reason? Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo stated the following under oath. I kept watching them and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo is to be believed, when he said he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there's no way he could have seen Max clonk anyone. In 1972, a crackdown... What? I actually want to hear about that. I want to hear about that crackdown unit. Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. Okay, that was a bad joke. Kill yourself. Mr. Curls, are you setting the C-Team theme to anger the court? No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. Well, you're back from your jog? Well, it pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much. When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. Yeah, why doesn't this guy have a health bar for lying? This dude should be in jail right now for lying under oath, but I'm the one with the health bar. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. Von Karma. Yeah, she literally gets to make stuff up. Where's her health bar? I'm going insane over this. Why does Phoenix get penalized for hearing a bad joke when she can literally just make up stuff and be fine? Go to jail. Oh my god. So now you are saying that you did not see the defendant clunk the ringmaster? Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. So the puppet didn't see Max kill him. And this guy didn't see Max kill him. Gee, I wonder if the judge is still leaning towards guilty. He probably is, because he's a major stupid idiot. Checked out? Yep. He was on permanent vacation, as they say. I'm not laughing. That's not funny. I'm not even going to read his laughs. Mr. Curls! Your Honor? You did not witness the actual crime, however, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. The ringmaster slumped over and I saw a silhouette next to him. Very well, please testify. You know what, I bet the 16-year-old did it. She seemed way too nonchalant about her dad being dead. I bet frickin' Regina Berry. Yeah, you're the killer, to be honest. You're the killer. Very well, please testify to the silhouettes. I expect the truth. And if I even catch a hit of it to joke out of you, I'll put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Oh, thank God. Yes. His health bar is reaching 0. Got it. Alright. Another witness testimony. And if he tells a joke, he's dead. So we're saved. I was a bit far away, but that shadow could only have been belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw Zeppity symbols. His silk hat, the black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there's no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. It does seem like as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. You took your time releasing that, didn't you? Whatever. That should be enough, right? If you want an actual serious answer as why Francesca could get away with anything, it's because Japan's legal system is notoriously biased towards the prosecution, and Ace Attorney reflects that. Oh, okay, I didn't know that, actually. Huh, the more you know. I put my water. There it is. Huh. The more you know, I guess. It is a decisive testimony. Yeah, from the guy who we just established has memory holes. I'm gonna strangle this judge. I'm gonna strangle everyone in this court case. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to keep believing that. Alright, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. The silhouette. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go, we're on the road. Da 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 da. Hyperdrive, spread my wings, take off. It's time to fly. Take a chance with me. Nothing will bring me down. My flame won't die when I leave all my fears behind. Da 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 da. Take a chance with me. Don't you think that you are going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain that it was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max, I'm convinced of that. It doesn't seem like he is jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again. What makes you sure that you saw Max that night? Alright. Take a chance with me, nothing will bring me down. Trillo said the same thing. But if it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? I thought of that myself. But just looking at the shape of the face I saw, it must have been Max. You're sure of that? Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap. They were all there. Prove it. God, I'm so excited for Lisa the Painful in like a couple days. That's gonna be so good. Oh, happy times, happy times. I'll be playing good video games again soon. You're sure? Is what you saw that night? Exactly! What I said I saw is exactly what I saw. I've got eyes like a hawk. Don't birds have terrible night vision? Not owls, stupid. But that's not all I saw. His face was silhouetted, but there's no doubt that it was him. But if it was a silhouette, how would you know it's him? You're able to see that kind of detail from your window? There was a light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight should have been able to see that much. Out of curiosity, Mo, what is your eyesight like? I can see like a hawk out of my left eye, and an eagle out of my right. Our records say his eyesight is perfect 20/20. That must mean he could have seen the crime scene clearly. The more we look at this matter, the more suspicious it becomes. Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it actually was. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. So, you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding. That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. Must have been something incredibly hard. Too bad they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. They claim it was a blunt object, at least it says so on the autopsy report. Trillo's testimony, and now Moe's. It really seems like Max is the killer. Nick, you've got to find a contradiction in this. That's not going to be enough. What? I have to prove that Moe saw someone other than Max that night. That's the only thing that'll help. I gotta do it. I was a bit far away. The shadow could only have belonged to Max. Okay. So now we're on the thinking phase of this. We're on the thinking phase. Could have been Max. There's no doubting, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. Do I have a piece of evidence that contradicts this? Check. Okay, so I need to prove he saw somebody else. Somebody else. Found at the crime scene. Ringmaster's papers. Max G promo poster. Okay, it's just this poster. Broken bottle. Orange juice bottle that was found at the cafeteria floor. Circus map. Money the monkey, a monkey who takes care of Acro. Habitually gathers all sorts of shiny objects. Ring, a cheap ring. Alright. Russell's autopsy report. Time of death, 10:15, caused a blunt force trauma to the back of the head. Wooden box is locked with a small key. Small seasoning bottle found inside the wooden box. The victim was hunched over, contains pepper. Okay. So let's think about this. In profiles, it wasn't Maya, wasn't Max, wasn't Ben. Well, actually, it might have been. Dick wasn't there at the scene of the crime. Regna. Because Regna was supposed to be passing by around this time, right? She was supposed to meet Trillo. Okay, she was supposed to meet Trillo. Silcat, the Black Cloak, they're all there. His face was silhouetted, but there's no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I can't really see what he's carrying. Okay, but what contradicts this? A bit far away, but that shadow could only have belonged to Max. What about this guy? He was also out that night. I died. Your Honor, the statement contradicts this evidence. Oh, nope, I lost. I lost the game. I lost the game. No. Objection denied. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. And I'm died because he made that bad joke earlier, so now my health bar is 0. Good game. Good game design. I love this game. Good game design. Alright. Take a chance with me. Nothing will bring me down. Don't retreat if I leave all my fears behind. What if I present the hat here? Nope. Alright. So what do I have? I gotta think. What do I have that contradicts what this guy is saying? I'm gonna lead it all around. I gotta activate detective mode. For real. I was a bit far away, but the shadow could have only belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His Silcat, that Black Cloak, they were all there. Wasn't there a third symbol, though? There were third things. The Silcat, the Black Cloak, no, there were 3 things. What was the third thing? 3 things. There are 3 things. His face was silhouetted. His cloak was fluttering. Silcat, the Black Cloak. But there were 3 things. I'm gonna look it up on Google. I'm gonna do Silcat, Black Cloak. What was the third thing? I'm gonna look it up. Silcat, Black Cloak, Ace Attorney. White roses. Okay, so white roses is the third thing, I guess. Yeah, because there needs to be white roses, I think. Yeah. So present. So, yeah. White roses, okay. So, and that would be on the poster. Check. Yeah. So we have photographic evidence that he has white roses, but he's only listing 2 of the symbols out of 3. So I think the contradiction now is that he didn't see white roses. So let's try that. Oh, I was right. I'm smart. I'm smart. I'm smart. Praise me, chat. Praise me for being the genius. I am the wonder child. I am the best Ace Attorney player who ever lived. I never lost a court case in my life. Oh, I figured that out as soon as I actually started thinking about it. Truly, I am a gamer. You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols? I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo. Everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols? Yay, everyone get ready all together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Okay, I guess that's why they were screaming it at the... Wow, you're so good at this game, you should speedrun it. No, I'm good. I'm never playing this again after I beat it. I'm never playing this again after I beat it. Who cares if he knew that? 7 is 3, or they're not. He saw Zetty Sans, he saw the symbols, he just forgot to mention them. Isn't it right, Mo? Do you like pie? I love pie. What the? Shut up! No longer the only clown in the house. Silence, fool! You are to respond with the whole truth, not fractions. Order, order. Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there wasn't any roses on the person I saw. The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail. But he saw all the other details. Nice story, Francesca. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. The Zinza roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, the police would have found them near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of the case? Clearly not. He is just toying with his court. I got her on the ropes now. Whenever there's a nugget of truth, it always seems to peek out at me, then run away. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trillo's testimony? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing 3 ridiculous symbols. What was the voice I did for this guy? Can someone remind me? It's been an actual month, but I think it's this one. I think the one I'm doing now is good. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy get-up and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece get-up? Trillo saw them all. Trillo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless. But this? Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but there should still be doubt lingering in your mind. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age. Damn! The judge just roasted this guy. Oh my god. The judge just spit bars, straight bars. Oh my god. The judge is spitting. Also, I gotta change my display method for a sec, because I gotta change it to black. I don't know, I'll change it back. Okay, there we go. I'm not mature. I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I'm prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. Alright, this is our last turnabout big top with this gosh dang clown. Jesus Christ, I'm sick of this dude. I just want to stop voicing him. There's no doubt in my mind. There was no white roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There is no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this. Just one chance? I'm only going to give you this one chance. Something's wrong. I can feel it. I'll not even allow the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you are going to prove me there's a contradiction with Mr. Carl's statement, you'd better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. I only got a single shot at this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I'll need. I'm just gonna state in case even pressing this guy counts as my chance. Alright. Well, why would I press him on this? I already know this, but let's just do it anyway for craps and giggles. Mo, be honest. Ow! Promise Mr. Phoenix, right? No more badgering. Hope you enjoy. Oh my god! So if I... Oh my god, oh my god. So if I pester him at all, is it a penalty? Hold on, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Mo. Okay, yeah, so if I press this guy at all. If I press this guy at all. That is that, ladies and gentlemen. That is that. I cannot even think about questioning this guy. Okay, so let's think. There's no doubt in my mind there were no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there, I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. What do you think, Nick? There's no way I'm going to lose after coming this far. There's gotta be an answer. It's probably in the court record. Okay. If he was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene, then... But he was found at the scene of the crime. So he couldn't be wearing it the entire time he was on the scene, otherwise it wouldn't be in evidence. So yeah, that's the thing. Alright. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind? Exactly, how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma? Where exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene, that means... Oh, Von Karma, you silly person. The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. No, that's not true! God, can this clown just die now? Order! 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 Mr. Curls! Yes, Your Honor? What is the meaning of all this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. What? Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess. You just didn't like my jokes or something, right? Well, yeah, your jokes suck, dude. You didn't have to go in and sell my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me doesn't mean you belong here. No matter how old I get, I'll always be younger than you. Wah! Sobs. Enough of these childish helpless, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? Mozillion dollars. Oh, yeah. You missed my mental breakdown earlier in the stream. I think I'll post that as its own clip to YouTube, because I was breaking down earlier. I saw him, I swear I saw him, it was Max! Even if it didn't have his roses, he was still wearing that dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing the dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo? What do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly. How did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that. Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering as a witness, Your Honor. This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless, useless, useless. Urgh. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy? Little guy? Yes, let's treat Mo like a mental infant like he deserves. Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away. That's what I expect you'd say. You sure that's how it happened? Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do harp on the smallest of things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene? Okay, chat, let's think about this. Do I have any proof how the witness left the scene? Let's see, documents related to my accelerator negotiations. Broken bottle. Circus map. So you turned around and walked away. So if the contradiction here is that it's supposed to be that he was in the ringmaster's room, that makes sense. Because he would need to leave through this area and then go there. So from Mo's perspective, he would be leaving. So I don't think this map is the answer. I don't think the answer is the monkey. I don't think the answer is the wedding ring. Don't think the answer is the autopsy report. Don't think the answer is the wooden box. Don't think the answer is the Peppa. Could it be these footprints, perhaps? Ringmaster's papers. So I think it's either the picture. Let's go with the picture. I think it's the picture. It's the picture. Look at this. Oh, I'm so good at Phoenix Wright. I'm so good at Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. Let's go. Let's go. But I am the best Phoenix Wright player ever born. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminals' footprints? They aren't there. Ay, ay, ay! Okay, so can we send Mo to jail now for being stupid? So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came into court. This judge was funnier than the clown. Wait just a second. You guys can't just ignore everything I've said? Fine, fine, I'll tell you the truth this time. You should go to jail for not telling the truth earlier. I hate you. You'll wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better. Mr. Lawrence Curls. Yes. This testimony has been false. It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just what? It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since one commenter Whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. It's so crazy that she could just get away with that. Is that really how Japan's legal system works, Big Gnome? Can the prosecutors just tell the witnesses to lie? Is that just how that works? Because if so... Wow, that's interesting. Order, order, I will have order. Francesca von Karma, how could you? Your Honor, if you've heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you saw. Ha! You're not going to believe this, but it's all true, I tell you. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. The truth. Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's what I saw. He... He jumped through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there's no footprints. I think people don't leave footprints. I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician, but to leave the scene of a crime by flags, there's no way that actually happened. You're right. Why is she right? You believed the other witnesses? Why won't you believe me, especially since he's the best part of the story? To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think of that testimony, Mr. Wright? He's telling the truth. What he just said was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up. Is this your Joker moment? It could be. It could be. Which means that he's telling the truth? That's what I think. Nick, wait! That means Max actually is magic. Yikes, you're right. Ow. Only a foolish thinking fool could be fooled by such a foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous, magic does not exist. I suppose I will let you all on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile. If you disregard a need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I got a feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is now in recess. December 29th, 2:33 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know. They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please, it's not that easy. But it looks so effortless for you on stage. It's not that simple! I'm actually not flying on stage! I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow, you just told me the secret of your magic. No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule. I'm sorry, Max. I'm sorry you had to break the magician's creed to keep the magic trick secret. Nick, what do we do now? All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea, let's do our best and catch this sucker. It's the monkey, you guys! The monkey used his magic powers to fly! Hooray! We did it, we solved the case. God bless America. December 29th, 3:03 p.m. right call law offices. Nick? What is it? I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yep, magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. I'm just not good at it. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But the trick Pearly showed me was incredible. Pearls did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see, it looks like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. Huh. First she put her right thumb next to her left hand, and then it just separated. Wow, Maya. That's a tricky one, I can't figure that one out. She could move it up and down and everything, it was incredible. Really? Was it kind of like this? What? How did you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it, even though you're the most magical person in this series, although I'm sure that's the joke. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. You'll take all the fun of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Alright, do you have anything useful to say? I don't see any way out of this. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place. There's no way we can solve the mystery of a criminal flying by tomorrow. I was thinking, do you really think the criminal flew through the air? The only one who thinks that is Mo, right? He says he saw it. That's true. Mo looked awfully serious when he said that. Do you think he might be trying to frame Max? If that was it, he would have simply said I saw Max. That would have been enough. There's no reason why anyone would believe he flew. But what if the criminal really did fly? There's only one person who could do that, Max. You're really not helping my confidence here, Maya. I wonder if we'll have a moment in this game where we need to open up Maya's heart for any reason. Everyone seems to hate Max, Ben, Trillo, they all have nothing to say. The magician does seem rather full of himself, doesn't he? Especially when he says things like customers only go to the circus to see him. He even hit Ben over the head with a bottle. But what? But that doesn't seem enough to frame another person for murder. And it was proven that neither Ben nor Mo lied on the stand. Maybe Ben saw the ringmaster wearing Max's costume? But Mo clearly said he saw Max himself. Alright. Whatever. Let's go find some evidence or talk to Maxwell first, our little quirky friend here. December 29th, Detention Center, Visitors Room. Oh, my sweeties! You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang on there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. They say that since I'm a famed magician, let's make your very own TV special. Really? What kind of TV special? Maximilian Galactica, The Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live. That's a great idea. You should try it. After you go to jail for all the other crimes you committed, that's not this murder. Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special. But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. Night of the murder. On the night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here's how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is just not something I can do at will. I don't care what the Stoogie Clown says, it wasn't me. Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you'd think. Today's trial. I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask you. Anything for you, sweetie. Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous! A great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like that? But I've won on the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at the circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something that I can simply not tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about Max just said rings true to my ears. Alright, Grand Prix. What's that? Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. I'm sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I'm really sick of telling the story. But what can you do? Maximilian Galactica, I suppose I can tell it again. Viola, here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture of the Grand Prix with me. Oh yeah, I'm sure he hates telling this story. Just look at that fabulous stage. This is the first stage I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time, I thought to myself, I could die right then, a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim. Wow. Ahem, by the way, I think everyone who's a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain to the other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. Unless you're in a flag football league. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Well, I'm glad I came here first, then watch and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown into jail. Alright, so yeah, glad we came here first. Oh, that's probably a hint for the gameplay. I gotta show that to everyone else. Alright, let's check out the photo in more detail since I didn't last time. I wonder how the pepper's gonna tie into all this. Okay, so two girls giving him a trophy. Doesn't seem like there's anyone else in the background there, like anyone secretly plotting vengeance against him. Anything like that. So, yeah. Doubt that's gonna be the angle we'll have to use. Whatever, let's out. Let's get out of here. Wheezy Alley. Alright. Circus entrance. December 29th, Berry Big Circus. Entrance. You hear that? It sounds like two people arguing. Alright, let's do it. Are you ready? Yes, wait. Quit your whining. Let's just give this a shot already. Alright, let's go. Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat. What are you doing? Gently, down the stream. Come on, you know that. I'm trying my best, but Trill, this just isn't going to work. Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're going to have to be on your own someday. You can't just handle something as simple as this. What are you gonna do? Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trillo. What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course? I'm sorry. Secret crash training. Whoa. Yes, Trillo wouldn't give up until I said we'd try his idea for a new routine. So we were trying to sing a round for our new ventriloquism act. In a round? You could really do that? That's incredible. See? Even that surprised me, the idea. I told you. They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea. Once we've got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice. You think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you. Ah, there it is. Now that I've got this ring back in time, I can make one more shot at Regan. Okay, how old is this puppet? Because if this puppet is like a 16-year-old or like 17 or 15, we can let this slide. We can let this slide if this puppet is not overly creepy. But he kind of appears to be not a teenager, so we'll see. Today's trial. I know that you already testified in court today. You want to talk about what we saw, right? Yes. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben? Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. But then we said hello, didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols. What'd you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols? What do you think, Ben? What? Oh, I would have thought it was the ringmaster. Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw. I was hoping I could ask you about Regina. I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now. Really? That's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent? Ha! You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Huh? Waiting like this is part of being in love. How so? Or because the Ace Attorney team can't render two people in one location at the same time? If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such sweet. Well, whatever. I'm not reading today. When your body ages for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts. Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya. She's so red she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. Ventriloquism. So how is the new routine working out? Well, you two just take a chill pill already. Our routine's a secret. We're going to take a chill the world by storm. It's such a real revolution. It sounds incredible. But let me make one thing clear. We're not going to take the world just because that jerk said we should. That jerk? Max Galactica. Foma should aim for the world. Who does he think he is? Trillo, you seem to really be fired up about all this. He needs to realize that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage. You're right. You're right. Mark my words, I, Trillo Quist, will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now, doll. Row, 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 your boat will be the key to a glorious victory. Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best? Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up, you gotta be part of this too. Okay. What do you think of this picture? Since I gotta show this to everyone, apparently. Would you mind taking a look at this? I guess we won't need you to look at this after all. Okay, so the hint in the game said to show this to everyone at the circus, but then I showed it to a guy at the circus and it didn't matter. Awesome. Love this case. Let's go to the Big Top and see how our friend Regina's doing. December 29th, Prairie Big Circus Big Top. Huh? Where's Regina? I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Yeah, Nick, you're kind of chicken, aren't you? No, I'm just, allergic to wild tigers. Okay. Guess we're moving onward and upward in life. December 29th, Big Top Ringmaster's room. Max and the Ringmaster had their talk in this room. That could have been when the Ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why'd he do that? Maybe it was cold or something? Alright. Seems like there's nothing new here. So let's move. Let's go to Big Top Cafeteria. See what's up. December 29th, Big Top Cafeteria. I still haven't cleaned this place up yet. If Pearly got one look at the state of this place, she'd slap whoever was in charge across the face. Remind me to never invite her to my office. Doesn't seem to be anything new here. Alright, guess there's just nothing going on in the Big Top Circus. What a pity. Let's go to the lodging then. December 29th, Lodging House Plaza. Oh, it's you two! You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? Nah, I'm taking a rest for the night, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Ms. Von Comet told me to come down here and do this for her. Being bossed around by a woman. I know how you feel. Phoenix, no, you can't be sexist. That's illegal. No, Phoenix. Let me tell you something, pal. Listening to that clown sucks out all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal, I know. Do you have any idea how much of your face hurts if you fake laughing that much? Francesca really set you up bad this time, didn't she? Man, you actually like his jokes, though, don't you? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself. No way, pal! You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip, no way. Why are you defending her? Prosecutor Von Kama's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up. Poof, there she is. Don't show up. 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 Looks like she's wounded. She's wounded and pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak. Huh? How's that possible? According to the clown, the criminal jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal. Oh, I see. Who lives in that room, behind the window, the monkey guy? The acrobat's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon Miss Von Karma is going to start her investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up there to Acrobat's room, got it, pal? Shivers, Von Karma. Once she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. Alright. So I can't talk to Gumshoe. Let's go to Mo's room. December 29th, Lodging Hall, 1st floor, Mo's room. My voice is starting to hurt, so I may call this stream early tonight, guys, because my voice is starting to hurt from voicing these characters. If he's here, you would have been able to tell even before he stepped into his room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away. Ha 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 ha. What do you think he's laughing at when he's all by himself? I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes. He must really love his work. Okay, there's nothing here either. Ooh, but a banana peel. Perhaps it belongs to the monkey. Examine. Really gotta give it to Mo. Slipping on a banana 100 times a day? That's incredible. Maybe I should try giving it a shot myself. I guess I'll start out by juggling. Maybe you should start with spirit channeling, just a thought. What about this? Look at the ceiling. It looks like someone punched a hole through it. You're right. I wonder what happened. I don't even want to imagine what goes on in here. Maybe he flew through the ceiling and that's how he got away. This is where Mo witnessed the crime. Well, this is where Mo witnessed some craziness. I mean, come on. A flying criminal? Jeez. If we had a normal judge, she'd never believe something like that. But we don't have a normal judge, do we? Okay, so we checked out everything so far. But we cannot move, it would seem, to the top floor. No. Why can't we go up now? Weird. Big Master's body was found here. Heard that the way he fell over made him look like he was carrying a wooden box. But what in the world really happened here? Power box. This is a condenser for the air conditioner. It hasn't been used in a while. What? How'd you figure that out? You're not making things up now, are you? Hold your horses. It was easy to figure out. It was snowing before the murder, right? Well, look at the condenser. The snow is still piled up on it. Wow, Nick. I'm impressed. Maybe you should be a PI instead of an attorney. Anything else worth seeing here? This blue thing, I guess. Something's covered up by this tarp. An old sign, perhaps? Nick, look out! They've got the killer trapped behind that tarp! What, it wasn't funny? You know it wouldn't have hurt you to look even a little bit surprised. Phew, she didn't notice that I was too scared to talk. Okay, so what are we looking for here? Because nobody is anywhere right now. Circus entrance. Move. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my voice is starting to hurt, so I think we may just call it a day here because I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. Nobody will talk to me. Nobody will let me anywhere. And my voice is starting to hurt. And after my bout with hysteria, I think I just need to take a chill pill for the rest of the night. Go shower, go clean myself, start smelling good again. Smell delicious. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.